this work this time? Okay, well I see the box now. Oh. Well, that sucked. I thought I was rolling and I'm doing stuff. Good thing I did nothing. Aside from posting that hey, I'm live, when I'm not even live yet. Mad skills. I don't know, the Twitch app said that I was live before I closed out of it. Anyways, we're ready to go. It's a little after 3. It's New Year's. I'd like to stream for a while, but I'm probably only going to do about 2-3 hours this afternoon. I'm kind of pooched the last couple days. Have been very... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know how to describe it, but I've been up since 3:30 as well, so there's that. I'm old. I need a nap, you know? But yeah, still want to get some stuff done on One Planet Strategy today. Alright. So the Cybrex Mosh Pit is almost done its spaceport. The Cybrex Gulag is just about done upgrading. So what do we get? We get the Engineering Bay, Fleet Academy, and then we get the 4 shipyards. Okay. Now I know that there is a Dyson Sphere being built in no, not that system. Where was it? Oh, Thrish. Duh. Right here. Okay, so the frame. Still got about a year and a half. The Twitch app is being a pain fixed now. Yeah, it's iffy for me. I've noticed. Sometimes I have no problems. Sometimes I have problems, and that's speaking like both from the phone or on the Xbox. Oh, you know what? Why don't I have this guy on here? Let's see how much more Unity that is. 3.78 as opposed to 3.58. A whopping 0.2! Oh my god! I've been missing out on that 0.2 Unity! You'll never believe this, Starsky. You're migrating to Cybrex Mosh Pit in 33 months. Yeah, okay. Have fun with that. Let's see. What are you doing? You're rallying. Why were you over here to begin with? I can't remember. Pretty sure we just built them. Yeah, I think it's just because we built them. Okay, what else were we doing? The Cybrex mines, fairly built up. We can just leave them be for a bit until some more robots grow, I think. Let's see. We don't want this guy coming in. Let's put it on here. Okay, drop a mining network. And the Gulag, we need to leave alone. What else were we going to do? The Alvothari Confederacy. We were going to go to war with them because we should be able to pretty shortly. Can we? No, not yet. They have a truce with us for about another 5 in-game months. 5 in-game months. Talking is hard. Alright. Back on track. We got rid of most of our science ships. Pretty much just brought them back to assist research because the only systems that we have not explored are the ones in the Fallen Empire territories. And that's pretty much it. Excuse me. So we have the Avtiran Protectors, that is the Spiritualist Fallen Empire, and then we have the Lavis Vestige, which have been a pain in the ass all game. They are the Fanatic Xenophobes. Ixodar Star Collective is now a tributary. Okay, Cybrex Gulag. We're going to go ahead and do Engineering Bay. And then, what was it? Fleet Academy. There we go. Okay, now Corvette, Destroyer, Cruiser, and Battleship. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, now the Cybrex Mosh Pit. Upgrade, upgrade. There we go. Okay, so we're pretty much past the point where we no longer can be... Well, we don't need to stay at a truce with these guys anymore. So let's go ahead and move the fleet into position. We got to get the armies to go with them, of course. Because we will have to... capture some planets. Following the one fleet. It was a little worrying fighting against the Ixidar because I was like, oh man. Was it the Ixidar? They had one planet that had a lot of armies on it. Yeah, their planets had more armies than we did, but I guess combination of our superior technology plus all the little bonuses to damage and whatnot from the attachments that they have. Speaking of armies, what kind of attachments can we get? I don't know. I think I'm going to recruit just a few defensive armies for our worlds, though. Can't go wrong with that. Here we go. Hull integrity 13. Beautiful. Let's get... Ooh. Assembly algorithm 7? Do we have gravitational thingamajiggers? No, we don't. So why did I get assembly algorithms up to 7? Probably just had nothing better to pick in really bad tech rolls. Alright, matter compression. Increase our armor. We need more armor. We are going to get pumped up with more armor. Alright, I'm done. I promise. Admiral skills increased by 2. Seed planet war demand reduced by 25%. I think that's the one we're going to pick. Not that we really want to do seed planet. Hey, that's something to check out. How much will it cost? These guys are still very open to diplomacy. Declare war. What would it be to... Yeah, we can't make them a tributary. Or can we? Why would I be giving this to the Free Tebran Union? I don't get it. Remove. Okay, let's back out of that. Okay, supremacy. Let's do rights of conquest. Oh, somebody just died. We just lost a scientist. That's unfortunate. Okay. Do we have a... Ooh, we do. Okay, sweet. Let's put that person in there. Cybernetic plus Spark of Genius. Wonderbar. Now somebody did ask me how I get this progress bar so high. Just a sec here. Oops, wrong thing. No, not that. Policies, you dingus. Go to edicts. There's a lot of ways to do it. Encourage free thought being active. Adds 5%. If you have physics, society, or engineering research grants, that adds 30% to the respective science field, but takes off 10% for the other two. What are the other things? And when you can check out your bonuses when you're in the technology, the current research tree. Just move your cursor over the progress box, and it'll tell you how much science you're generating every month. The total amount. That's the top line. That's what it means by 636.61 per month. Our base is 303.15, and that lines up with what shows up on the heads-up display at the very top of the screen, where it says plus 303 for physics. So it's 303.15. But that's without any modifiers. That's just how much is being generated off of our buildings on our worlds and our orbital stations that we've built around stellar bodies like asteroids, black holes, certain planets, blah, blah, blah. So we got plus 10% on research progress because we have a 5-skill scientist. A 1-skill scientist is only plus 2%. So every skill level of your scientist that you put into your research labs, or I should say to lead your research divisions, it adds another 2%. So we have a level 5 scientist, so that's plus 10%. He has the sentient AI assistant trait, so that's another plus 10%. We have a cyborg leaders. I'm having total brain farts right now for some reason. So that's plus 5%. If he was synthetic, that would be plus 10, another plus 10%. We are fanatic materialists, so that's a plus 10% bonus. If it was regular materialist, it'd be plus 5%, and no other ethics offer a bonus. Administrative AI, which is a technology, that's another plus 5%. Sentient AI, which is another technology under the physics tree to increase research speed, that's another plus 10%. Encourage free thought, that's the edict that I showed you, that's plus 5%. Research Institute, this is a Empire unique building that you can only build on your home world, and we did it in the last episode because somebody reminded me that I hadn't constructed it yet on the home world. That adds another plus 5%. Discovery traditions finished, that's plus 10% for completing all of the traditions in the discovery tree. The technological ascendancy ascension perk, that's another plus 10%. So that should put us at plus 80%. However, because we are in research agreements with somebody who we're sharing technology with and already has this, it's adding another plus 30% to speed things up. That's why we have plus 110%. But if you think about it, you can actually get a good, I want to say about plus 30, maybe plus 40% early on. Maybe not like right at the start of the game, but a little ways in. Especially if you have Utopia DLC. So you finish your discovery traditions, there's 10%. Take technological ascendancy along with finishing discovery, there's a total of plus 20%. And your empire is fanatic materialists, that's plus 30%. You will have a permanent plus 30% bonus to this research progress section. And how this works is you take the base value of science that you are producing throughout your empire. In this case, like I said, 303.15, and you multiply it by your bonus, which is 110%. So multiply by 1.1, and then you add those two together. That's it. So in this instance, it would be, we take our base 303.15, and we can kind of multiply it by, what, 2.1? Could we do that? Would that work? I don't think so. The math's not... The math is not playing out in my head. But anyways, I actually made an Excel spreadsheet. Well, sorry, I was making an Excel spreadsheet, and I put it together. And today I finalized it where I actually had a section where you could plug in numbers of how many colonies you have, how many pops are in your empire, and the base cost of the technology you're trying to research. And what it does is it takes the... Oh, and as well as the amount of science you're generating for that particular branch that the technology is in, the particular research branch that the technology is in. So in this case, I could say, oh, hey, I'm producing 303 physics research. I have 3 colonies, and I have 78 and 15 is 93. We take off 10. I have 83 pops in my empire, and the base cost of the technology, you'd have to go on the wiki and find it pretty much, and the base cost of the technology is like 720. What will the final cost of this technology be in terms of science points, and how long will it take to research with this much science being generated? And you also plug in the amount of research speed bonus that you get as well. So it takes all those and puts them together and goes, this is the final cost of that technology, this is how long, with the bonuses you have, this is how long it'll take to research it. It's actually a lot easier than it sounds. It just took me a little bit of thinking. The difficult part was coming up with the correct formula. What I had to do was I had to get 2 cells to multiply together, and then add with another number, and then get 2 more cells to multiply together, and then add them with the number, and then add them with a number, the original number from another cell, and like that was it. I just had to make sure that it was calculating in the correct order. It was surprisingly easy. And this is from a programming noob who did nothing but follow the Excel tutorials On how to use formulas and shit. Excuse me. Cursing. Yep. Cursing is bad, apparently. That's fine. I'm probably going to do a bit more of that today. You could say I'm slightly unhinged. Okay. Dyson Sphere panels installed. There we go. So we're getting some use out of that Dyson Sphere now. Plus 100 energy. Which is good. So, here's what we are going to do. How many planets do they have, anyways? Shoot. They've got a few. I know that they've spread out more than any other empire in the galaxy, so I was like, eh. But yeah. Anyways, let's do this. Well, maybe we should liberate some planets first. I wonder. If we liberate a bunch of planets, and then we can make all of those new empires that'll crop up be tributaries. Nah, screw it. We'll just do this. We can do it. We'll have to take over a lot of planets because this is 94 war score, so it'll be more than just invading one planet, no doubt.
We have declared war.
We have declared war. We feared this day would come. Hopefully, we will not have to kill too many post ones before you see reason. That's a good joke. That's a good joke. Oh man, we're gonna warp right on top of them and just destroy everything. I love it. So yeah, we've got the Dreadnought, 14 battleships, 12 cruisers, 10 destroyers, and I totally forget what these guys were using for weapons. You know what? I don't really care.
Hostile station engaged. Situation
But we can look anyways.
updated.
What's he got? 4 bomber wings. Okay. Are they even gonna, like, leave the hangar?
Situation log updated. Research complete.
Let's take a look.
Situation log updated.
Bloop. No, they're gone. See ya. Nice knowing you. Thank you. Come again. Alright, let's assign another scientist here. Still got this synthetic with expertise rocketry. Is really no use. But let's plug them in there. Screw it. Research complete. We got shield harmonics 8. Let's get shield harmonics 9. So at this point, we've actually kind of sort of caught up to Fallen Empires, because Fallen Empires start with 5 levels of each repeatable, pretty much. And I believe we at least have or have surpassed that on every repeatable, haven't we? Just about. We got to be close. Oh, I didn't unpause. Oh, yeah. You're supposed to unpause, not slow the time down. Hey, wow! This is a pretty nice world. Wild Storms, plus 20% physics output, and it has Betharian stone on it. That's not bad. Now, where is their main fleet? Curious. Whatever. Here's their homeworld, Thari. Do we have just... Ooh, whoa. Oh, that looks like... Sorry. I thought that said like 200k for a second. I was like, what the... Following transport fleet 10. Oh, they're coming after the transports, huh? Well, let's make sure the planet gets bombarded. We're going to set these guys to passive. And just bomb the crap out of the planet, please. No. Keep going. Come on. Need to bomb it into oblivion. My old account got deleted. What do you mean? Your Twitch account or your Xbox Live account?
Research complete.
Okay, there we go. Now we can set these guys back to aggressive. Now we'll land our armies. Bloop. And there it is. Alright, research complete. Transgenic crops. Okay, so... Alright, so we don't have 5 levels in every technology. Every repeatable, because we haven't bothered at all with administrative efficiency. And I'm not going to just yet. Let's get Sentient Resource Management 9. Nothing like more leaders, eh? How many leaders do we have? Or can we have? 24. Crazy. We'll have 26 if we do 2 more levels. Alright, so our fleet is going to engage their fleet. They have a numbers advantage. They have 16, 16, 17, 17, so 34 and 32, that's 66, right? They have 66 ships to our 15 and 22 to our 37. So yeah, they outnumber us 2 to 1. However, a quarter of those are for them are corvettes, and we got a big-ass dreadnought, which has a military power of 9,670 right now. Twitch account. Oh, okay. Let's make sure that the invasion goes as planned. Where? Wait, what? Transport fleet. Land! Land, damn you! Now, here's a good question. What do these guys have equipped? Oh, they just got a... We've already eviscerated a cruiser. Plasma. Okay, good to know. How about the battleships? Oh, destroyer, one thing of point defense, and plasma. Okay. How about their corvettes? They have space torpedoes. Okay. And plasma. So those could be a problem. Those might still do some damage because they have shield bypass. And battleships. They have a mix of lasers and disruptors. So everything is plasma except for the battleships. We should be okay because we've got we had pretty balanced loadouts, if I recall right. Plus, seeing as how 2 of their ship designs, or I should say 3 of their ship designs, are pretty much entirely plasma, we actually have a few more shield slots than we do armor on most of our ship designs, on our bigger ship designs, I should say. So I think we'll be more than okay. I know we'll be okay because might lose a couple cruisers or something, maybe some destroyers. Yep, there goes a cruiser already. It's because our cruisers take the front line. Where is the dreadnought? That's what I want to know. Usually the dreadnought charges ahead into the middle of everything. Oh, there he is. It's doing that right now. Their ships are getting totally ripped apart. What do we got here? Guarantee revoked. Allotharic Confederacy stopped guaranteeing the independence of the Ixodar Star Collective. You're funny. Alright, well, they're gone. Now what are we fighting? I don't know. But you need to get back to orbiting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damage will be decreased. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a grave misstep there. They have a lot of armies. They have more than, what's it called, even. We have no armies on the surface that can embark. Okay, so if you land your armies, they pretty much die. Is that it? Oh, I paused it. You goofball. Yeah, we could be in trouble here, because I did not mean to land them. Retreat.
Invasion failed.
Yeah. Just bombard the place, please. Thankfully, we still have 16 armies despite these guys getting caught out by that enemy fleet. Okay, here. Now let's try again. So we still have a few damaged armies. See what happens here.
Complete.
Oh my goodness. It's like the Ixodar all over again. Despite our guys taking some damage, they're just slaughtering the enemy armies. Look at them go. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, embark all. Cool. Enemy planet secured. Oops, not the thing I wanted to do. There we go. You're supposed to... Follow! Follow, dang it. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Next up. Oh, hey, our allies are pitching in. Cool. Inactive buildings on the one planet. Let's go ahead and build another synthetic. Why don't we?
Hostile
Well,
station
somebody just...
engaged.
Okay, yeah, see? This one just migrated. And I believe I said I was going to leave her to migrate here. Hostile station engaged. Well, now that we're up in your grill, I got to double check. We just lost the one cruiser, right? So I'm actually going to replace that. Boink. Alright, how are we doing with the bombardment? This will take a bit. Good job, guys. You did well. You did amazing. Alright, land the armies. By the time they land, their fortifications should be down to pretty much nothing.
Research complete.
And there we go. Oh, our allies are landing armies too. Okay, that helps. Alright, matter compression done. Let's do... Oh, man. These are awful options. Synapse interceptors for strike craft. Screw it. Alright. Aft bore. We need them all to embark. Okay, and then we take them. Follow the one fleet. And now, onwards to glory. Alright, how are we doing? War score. So the space battle against their main fleet that we annihilated, that gave us the most war score so far. We only got about 10 and 8 for occupying the planets. So yeah, we haven't garnered that much. We might have to... Oh man. We're going to have to invade like half of their empire from the looks of things.
Alien spaceport engaged.
Alien spaceport
Situation log
engaged.
updated.
Alright, well, let's take a look at Cybrex Mosh Pit. We can upgrade to a planetary administration now. That's what we want. Very good, very nice. Do we have a newly grown pop yet? No, we do not. Why? Oh, there it is. So we... Oh, here he is. We need... Where's the processing plant? Oh, it's... I already have one. Okay. Where should we put this guy? Let's put him here. Mining network. Yes, please. And Cybrex Mines. I need to build you up. I also should queue up a colony ship for the last section of this ring world, so that we can colonize it and have it decently up and running before the 100-year mark. Alright, can we land our armies yet? Oh yeah. Oh geez, their armies are already down there. And they're getting their asses kicked. Just because they're so grossly outnumbered. That's okay, we're here to help. Don't you worry.
Construction
We'll
complete.
use the Xeno Scum meat bags
Construction complete.
as our meat shields. I have no problems with that.
Construction complete.
Alright. Back to following the one fleet. Alright, here we go. Next system, next planet. Oh, yes. Heritage site, baby. And then we can upgrade this mining network, too. And let's get the Xeno Zoo up and running. That'll create some happiness. Actually, sorry, we don't need to upgrade the mining network just yet. Duh. Where did I say I was going to build a Paradise Dome? I think over here. I hope. And the mineral processing plant. We'll just put it here, and I'll determine if that was where I said I was going to put it. Oh, we can put it here. So we gotta let those go for a while now. Okay, Cybrex Gulag. Upgrade that mining network. I feel like I'm not seeing another... Okay. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Now, is there something I'm missing on one planet? No.
Alien spaceport engaged. Situation log updated. Situation.
So nice of them to have those orbital stations that just yank us right within range of everything we need to destroy. It makes me happy.
Construction complete.
Jeez, I forgot how quickly things build because of all the stupid technologies that we've done with the shipbuilding and all that crap. Let's see now. What can we do next? Nothing. Still only have mining network 2s. Unreal. Let's see. Let's just build this one. Trying to save up enough minerals for the next section of the Dyson Sphere, but we're nowhere near it. Alright, armies, you guys can start your landing. There we go. And the bit more time that drags on, the more damage our guys will deal.
Incoming transmission.
Incoming transmission. Free Boki clans. No, stop it.
Enemy planet secured.
General gained trait. Substance abuser. Oh, that's
Complete.
reassuring sounding. Following the one fleet. Alright, let's move to here. Oh, this is a hostile fleet, eh? Oh no! It is 6 ships. Exactly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's upgrade that. Cybrex Mosh Pit. I gotta leave you alone until I figure out exactly what's going on. Gotta wait for the 10 pops to upgrade the planetary administration, though. Let's see, Spaceport, you are upgraded, so let's go ahead and do Engineering Bay, Fleet Academy, Corvette Assembly Yards, Destroyer Assembly Yards, Cruiser Assembly Yards, and Battleship Assembly Yards. Oh yeah, I replaced those things.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Research complete. Shield Harmonics 9, okay. Let's get Shield Harmonics 10 while we're here. Sure, why not? We already have a planetary capital here, don't we? Yes, obviously, because we have mining network 4s. Duh. I could just build mining networks on all the remaining tiles, but that would dump a lot of minerals. And like I said, we're kind of trying to save them up a little bit. I mean, to be fair, we are using a little bit to construct this thing, but believe me, we're getting all of them back every time the month rolls over. Why did I pause the game again? Hey, another military fleet's joining the party. This world is occupied by our allies.
Construction complete.
What? It's probably because they were the first ones to land their troops. This sucks. Uh-oh. Well, that's bad.
Fleet destroyed.
Okay. I suppose that's what I get. Alright, transport fleet, go!
Construction complete.
Still only 54 war score. We needed like, what, 96, 98? Something ridiculous.
Enemy planet
94.
secured.
Bark. Okay, transport fleet. Follow these guys. Okay, where's next?
Construction complete.
Need to go in a direction where there's lots of planets that we can get to fairly quickly. Weir is kind of over here by itself. Spirim is, yeah, they're all really spread out now. So tell you what, we're gonna go this way. Go to Tibor first. Or should we go to Viriac? Yeah, let's go to Viriac, and then we can hit Tibor, then move over here to Heiser, and then Esterias. Esterias. Let's get you on the mineral processing plant. Yeah, we'll do that. Sorry, just adjusting the microphone. Do 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 do. What do we got? Nothing.
Research complete. Construction complete.
I don't think we've upgraded the transport ships, so that's why they're lagging. Part of the reason they're lagging behind. Well, we already have a bunch of hull integrity, so let's get matter compression 9. Construction complete. What do we got? Let's upgrade that, and then we can upgrade the mineral silo as well. No, we upgraded the transport ships. Okay, good. It does look like I'm trying to catch them, though. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, these guys are using torpedoes and lasers. Interesting.
Construction complete.
Dun 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 dun. Where is my... oh yeah, they gotta go over there. Duh.
Construction complete.
Their fleets are going to be jumping faster than ours, though, because of the... we have a distance from homeworld loss. Oh, this isn't good.
Construction complete.
We're gonna lose some armies. Hell, we might lose the whole goddamn fleet.
Construction complete.
Well, that was a severe misstep on my part. Oh, did they FTL? They did. Heh. They saw the fleet show up and they were like, nope! What the? Okay, you guys can stay there. What was that? Pretty... What the hell is that noise? I don't doubt you guys can't hear it, but there was a very loud click in my kitchen just now. It was strange. Slightly unnerving. Alright, let's get everybody to where they need to go.
Research complete.
Here we go. Sentient Resource Management 9. Let's get Transgenic Crops 5. Because why not? Edict duration. We should have... How many levels was that? 5. So yeah, our edicts, our planetary edicts last 15 years now. It's pretty awesome. Somebody just died. Oh no. No, you need to be doing stuff. Mainly assisting research. So, we don't have very good options here. Let's get this guy because expertise voidcraft and he is immortal. There you go. Now, while we're busy dicking around with this, we need to colonize this last habitable section once and for all. So, habitable section D. Gonna go British all over you, buddy. Colonizing from Cybrex Gulag. Okay, so why don't we go ahead... I have an idea. Let's put the Capitol building in the very middle. We will name this the... I don't know. What are we going to call this? I don't know. This is the Cybrex Gotta Get Damn Gems. Because it makes no sense. So if we put the capital world here in the center tile, I'm actually going to get rid of this tile with the physics research on it and put a mine... I do it up here. No, we'll put the mineral silo here on this tile with the 1 physics research. And that way, this one that already generates 2 minerals per month gets a pretty good adjacency bonus. We were trading neutronium ore. Don't care. Oh, look, a fleet is chasing us again. So our transport ships are actually ahead of the fleet right now, which is good. Even in the systems where they have a subspace snare, they'll jump in and any defensive platforms, or sorry, the defensive platform or whatever else is in range, will begin blasting the transport ships so they can soak a couple shots. Wait, they're taking longer again. Why? Why are they doing that? Very interesting. Esteemed Chancellor, it is a deal. Yes, we are going to continue our patronage. I think it's because the Dreadnought has jump drives. That's probably got something to do with it. Our general died? Oh, that was really crappy timing. Glory Seeker, Army Morale and Damage. No, I want... ooh, here we go. Invader, Army Morale and Damage on attack, plus 20%. Yeah, that's way better. Butcher's not too bad for plus 10% flat damage, but these guys are doing nothing but attacking, so gonna get a 30% bonus just from the general's traits. The skill level itself is gonna add even more, so yeah, that's a pretty nice damage bonus that these guys are gonna get.
Construction complete.
Why are you shooting mining stations? You have things to do.
Construction complete.
Colonization in progress.
Sweet! Planetary capital coming up, so we'll be able to upgrade to a hypercoms farm, increase our unity, upgrade to a mineral processing plant 2, and then we can upgrade our mining networks. Ain't that just dandy? I think so. Can't believe it's already been 45 minutes. Feels like I just sat down, but then again, I do need a nap. Alright, mining network on this bad boy.
Engaged.
Oops. Which spaceport? Oh, there's only the one. Okay. Enter orbit, please.
Situation log updated.
That thing was not important, but okay. Getting close to being able to upgrade the Dyson Sphere.
Construction complete.
These guys use robots? Interesting. Oh my gosh. I'm actually having difficulty keeping my eyes open. Gonna try to power through it.
Construction
Did
complete.
those guys wish to do battle? Didn't think so. GTFO. Where are they going anyways? There we go. Whoa, they got a lot of armies here.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we want the hypercoms form first because dat fat unity. And then we'll work on upgrading our mining networks after the processing plant's done. Beautiful.
Enemy planet secured.
Okay. Let's get these people to embark. Next system. Hey, it's like they're trying to put up a defense. They have 5 corvettes here to defend the homeland. Oh, there's a battleship too. wasn't worried at all about the 5 corvettes, but with the 1 battleship, oh, I don't know, guys. We might be in trouble. This has been a really fun playthrough. It's been a while since I did a 1 planet strategy before I started doing this one. Like, by a while, I mean a few weeks. Because I was trying a couple other things. But, 1 planet strategy in general is pretty fun. And this one's actually worked out really well, seeing as how we're going to be making pretty much everybody else in the galaxy a tributary. Okay, so we need a art monument. We'll put that up here. And then we'll do the Autochthon monument over here. And then the mineral silo we'll do down here. And then we will have... You know what? I could do 3 science labs. And those bottom 3 tiles. Yeah, I'll let somebody migrate here. That's pretty cool. I like that plan. Okay, and then we'll start with a mining network right here, because this, sorry, just a basic mine. This will probably be our most productive tile on this whole planet, because it's going to have adjacency bonuses, both from the mineral silo and the planetary capital. So I'll do special buildings all along this top row to make things easy. Paradise Dome in the top left. Mineral processing plant will be right here. This middle tile in the top row. And then the rest. Oh, the rest is a big yawn, apparently. Excuse me. The rest will be mining networks.
Situation log updated. Situation log.
What's up, guys? What's going on in this thread?
Research complete. Situation log.
Shield harmonics 10. Beautiful. All right, let's get flash cooling.
Situation log updated.
Scientist gains trait expertise new worlds. So we're only at, it says at the bottom left, we're only at about 81% of our necessary war score, which is correct.
Complete.
This is Citizen Botango, blah blah blah, whatever, something about the Balderakians. These options all suck. Let's do assembly algorithms. Not that I really want to. We're full on energy credits. Well, in that case... Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. Shit, I fucked up. I fucked up. Pardon my French. I forgot to renew the curator's service. Oh man, that's like nearly 2 years where I didn't even realize that. Idiot, idiot, idiot. I knew I forgot that. Damn it. Anyways, what the hell else was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Contacts. Let's just talk to Zerocor. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This might be a short 2-hour stream, folks. Like my eyes are really droopy. I'm gonna have difficulty carrying on.
Enemy planet secured.
There we go. He now has the trait Glory Seeker A, and that did what? Increase morale, I believe it said? Glory Seeker, Army Morale plus 10%, Army Damage plus 5%. Okay, so just our General is giving a 35% damage bonus when attacking, which is the only time we're really using these armies. Not to mention all the other bonuses from the attachments that they have, plus some of the technologies we've done. What do we have here? Army modifiers, army damage plus 135%. Beautiful. And that's not even including the plus 20% on attack. So 155% bonus damage when attacking. I like it. Okay, next, this one. Getting there. Should be able to... They'll probably give in as soon as we take this last planet here because we're at 90%. Faction founded. They call themselves the Alien Rights Association. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with alien species. Really? Really? Xenophile, active political faction, charismatic pops in Empire. Huh? Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. 9% of our pops embrace this ethic. I'd rather some more militarism be accepted, but we need to go to a lot more wars before that really happens. See, a quick talk about factions and the faction screen in particular. It's important to be paying attention to the faction screen when you're A, keeping track of how much influence you're generating, but also B, try and keep track of when you can shift your ethics by embracing a faction. So these values at the top here, these are the projected support for that particular ethic. So in this instance, Xenophile, due to its current attraction value, we expect around 20% of our pops to embrace this ethic. Currently, only 9% of our pops embrace it. And then it tells you what is causing this attraction towards the Xenophile ethics. So first it was because we had charismatic pops within our empire, but it now also has an active political faction, which is the one that just popped up. So that increases the attraction. So new pops that are either built either as robots or ones that are grown as organic pops have a higher likelihood of adopting the Xenophile ethic. Now we go over to our materialist. Due to its current attraction value, we expect around 80% of our pops to embrace this ethic. These boxes at the top with the percentage value is the expected number or percentage of your pops to embrace that particular ethic. That doesn't mean that's the current amount, but currently 85% of our pops embrace the materialism ethic. This ethic is embraced by our empire, significantly increasing its attraction value. Our governing ethics attraction modifier further changes its attraction by plus 5%. The attraction of our pops to materialist is currently affected by the following factors. Materialist governing ethics, we have robotic pops, we gave full rights for AI, and we have natural scientist pops in our empire, which is the natural physicists, sociologists, or engineers traits. If you have those, that increases the attraction towards materialism. Spiritualism, we have robotic pops and we gave full rights to AI, so that's actually negative modifiers towards spiritualism. You can still change that. Pacifism has no factors. Militarism has some attraction because we're at war. Xenophobia, we have a Xeno leadership policy allowing Xeno leaders within our empire. That's a negative modifier, and the other negative modifier is some of our pops have charismatic. I would wager that having the Republic trait would be a positive modifier for xenophobia. Egalitarian, we have 4% of our pops currently embrace this ethic despite expecting 0% of them to appreciate it, but our current governing ethics attraction modifier further changes this by plus 5%. The attraction of our pops to egalitarian is currently affected by the following factors. Egalitarian governing ethics and we have a democratic government, so that'll do it. Authoritarian, the democratic government is a negative modifier. So in order to change these so that you embrace a different ethic within your empire, you have to get the current amount of your pops to embrace that particular ethic / faction, I should say, by garnering enough support. So if we look here at the Alien Rights Association, which is the xenophilic faction that just popped up. Ooh, excuse me, now I got the hiccups. In order to embrace a faction, it will cost you 250 influence, and it needs 20% or more support. Currently, it's expected to get around 20% support, but its current support is actually only 9% because we only have so many pops that have embraced it so far. And we cannot embrace it if we have the fanatic xenophile ethic already, so you can't really bother with it at that point. When you embrace a faction, you have 120 months, so 10 years, where the faction happiness goes up plus 20%. So you might get a fair bit more influence generated from that faction. And in doing so, by embracing a faction that you can embrace, you'll shift your ethics throughout your empire towards that particular ethic. So in this case, if we embrace this, the one empire shifts its ethics towards xenophile. So we'd have to get enough pops in our empire to embrace the xenophilia ethic to the point where 20% of our pops currently embrace that ethic, or I should say more specifically, support this faction. It is entirely possible to have multiple factions of the same ethic pop up, and you have to make sure that you have 20% of your pops supporting the particular faction that you want to embrace. Now there's ways, if you're having problems, if you want to shift to a particular governing ethic and you're having problems getting your pops to adopt those particular ethics, two things that kind of help. First off, if it's not already a governing ethic, private colony ships, when you're colonizing new worlds at around the time that you're trying to, or I should say when you're planning ahead and it's like, well, in about 20 to 30 years I'm going to be, I want my pops to start leaning towards this new ethic. So you need to kick in a few modifiers to get them to lean towards that ethic, to increase the attraction for that particular ethic with your pops, and use private colony ships for any new colonies that you're putting on habitats or planets or whatever. Because if it's not already a governing ethic, it increases the likelihood that the pops that first show up on the new colony from the private colony ship will embrace those non-governing ethics. So it's just increasing the likelihood that they will embrace and further support for the ethic that you're planning to shift to down the road. Now, it's entirely possible that you're just not going to be able to do it because the negative attraction for that particular ethic is just so high. Like for spiritualist here, giving full rights to AI, it's very unlikely that we'd be able to shift to spiritualism because we have robotic pops and because we gave full rights to AI. However, if we didn't have those negative modifiers, if this was just kind of neutral, there were no positive or negative modifiers towards spiritualism right now, what we could do is we enter in certain kind of diplomacy statuses with a spiritualist empire, and we enter, say, a defensive pact or a migration treaty or something like that with a spiritualist empire, and then that will actually create a positive modifier towards spiritualism, and that would increase the likelihood that current or more particularly new pops adopt this ethic. So that would be how you would get the ball rolling in that instance. And then if you so wanted to, you could further increase it by, if you have not built any robots yet, you could just go to your policies and outlaw AI, for example, because I do believe that is a positive modifier towards spiritualism. Of course, on the flip side, if you're like, well, I want to lean towards materialism now, blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. You're like, well, a little down the road, I want to lean towards materialism. So I want a faction to appear that I can eventually embrace, and that my pops can start supporting that faction and whatnot. So again, you can enter diplomacy with a materialist empire by doing a research agreement, for example, because materialists like technology and stuff like that. So entering research agreements with materialist empires will help. Pacifism is actually really easy to get modifiers for. Just don't declare a war for a long time, and there you go. Militarism is again easy. Declare war on people, do it frequently, and you'll get some positive modifiers towards militarism. Xenophilia, engage in diplomacy with people. That one's actually pretty easy. Get some migration treaties going with different empires. Try to find another xenophile empire that you engage in diplomacy with. Like enter a migration treaty with a xenophile empire. That's a good way to get a positive modifier for that. Xenophobia. That one I'm not too sure. I'd have to look that one up, but I know there's a way to do it. Pretty much every type of ethic up here, there's ways of doing stuff in game that causes a modifier. Like egalitarian, change your government to a democracy. That one's pretty straightforward. And then authoritarian, change your government to either a dictatorship or a monarchy. That one's also pretty straightforward. Of course, changing your government to a dictatorship or a monarchy is already impossible if your empire has egalitarian as a governing ethic already. So you have to figure something out. You have to figure something out to work around that. But bottom line, there's ways to do it. It's actually more complicated than people realize. But it's also easier than people realize. Devouring Swarm Empire that I've been running for the last 3 hours finally got Mega Engineering at the year 2383, and I've had the prerequisite for 100 years now. Okay, I don't need to build anything more here. We're good. Incoming transmission. What are you trying to give us? They want a research agreement, and they're going to give us 2,378 minerals. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Here we go, the one fleet. What did we finish? Transgenic crops. Let's get Sentient Resource Management 10. Now, I'll be honest, I do get comments saying that, you know, people like watching, like they've... What the... We have been forced to end this conflict to spare innocent lives, but continue on this path and we will unite the galaxy against you. No, you won't. What in the world just happened? Okay, so yeah, we have secured a domination victory. The One Empire has won the game by owning 40% of all habitable planets. And this is because everybody else in the galaxy, aside from the fallen empires, are tributaries. So this actually counts towards the habitable worlds requirement to a domination victory. So we've won this game. You could essentially say that, there you go, there's the one planet strategy working, for lack of a better term. Alright, let's get our fleet to come back. I do want to keep playing this, though. Let's get the fleet to return. There we go, entering orbit of one planet. Need to replace that cruiser still. So let's go ahead and go back to Cybrex Mines, build another cruiser. Yeah, I still want to play this, though. Like, let's see how we do when the endgame crisis shows up. What will it be? Who knows? We have an unemployed pop. That will not do. So we upgraded to a planetary capital. No wonder it took so long. Alright. Let's upgrade these mining networks first. Now, I'll admit, we did kind of cheese the game because we didn't have very many empires in the game to begin with. The great game, Unity output, don't care about that. 84 months for the next tradition. Ugh, that's a while. But that's okay, we'll be finished Supremacy, and then there's only one set of traditions left to get after that, which is pretty cool. So everybody, and I do mean everybody, is now a tributary. The only exceptions Fallen Empires. I like it. Let's check the situation log. Victory. Domination victory. Win the game by owning 40% of all habitable planets. We own 65 out of the 50 planets required. The planets that are colonized and owned by your tributaries count towards this value. Or tributaries? I shouldn't say specifically just your tributaries.
Construction complete.
More accurately, it's empires that are under your thumb. I'd have to double check if it's just your vassals, or if it's just your tributaries, or if it's both, or if it includes your protectorates as well. I'll have to double check. I think it's just vassals now that I think about it. But that doesn't make much sense. No, there's no way. There's no way, because we would have got that a while ago. But we only just got it when the Alvathari Confederacy surrendered to us. What else is there? Conquest, victory. There are still 2 other independent empires. That's the Fallen Empires. And that's it. Okay. Well, there you go. Won this game already. Yeah, like I said, I'd like to keep playing this and see when a crisis shows up and which crisis it is and whether or not we can take them on. Seeing as I was getting close to the 200-year part, probably going to have to worry more about getting a bigger fleet. We might want to take out the Fallen Empires as well, because, so that they don't awaken, and that would be a severe problem. I had a tab open on my phone. I'm going to have to print out... You know what? I should probably do like an Excel spreadsheet at work or something. Or, well, at home. That lists what weapons and components the various Fallen and Awakened Empires use. See, the thing about Fallen Empires and Awakened Empires with their ship designs and whatnot is they don't change. And they're the same in every game, so depending on what kind of Fallen Empire it is. So a Spiritualist Fallen Empire from 3 months ago uses the exact same ship design as a Spiritualist Fallen Empire in a game that you're playing right now, for example. Same with Xenophobics and blah blah blah. Those types always use the same ship design, so it's handy to look up what it is and then, you know, keep a copy of that somehow so that you can quickly reference it. Anytime you're expecting to engage in aggressive diplomacy with Fallen Empires, or if you're planning to in the near future. Let's see. Which one's growing? Neither of them. What's going on? Strange.
Construction complete.
Anyways, like I was saying, until that victory screen popped up and distracted me. I've had lots of comments on YouTube, and if you're watching YouTube, you'll know what I mean. I've had well, not really lots, but I've had several comments saying, you know, these videos are helpful. People learn stuff from playing them, but I would like some further feedback as to, you know, people, especially from people who come by and watch live. Is it helpful when I go into a subject like the one that I just went into about the factions and whatnot? Is it useful to learning about that kind of stuff? Because I've actually been always trying to cover at least one topic every time I do a stream, and, you know, cover something that isn't easily what's the word I'm looking for? You can't easily discover it on your own just by playing the game. You know what I mean?
Construction complete.
Like you have to go. You pretty much have to go online and be like, how does this work? I need to know, and find a way for it to tell you. Well, sure, we'll agree to that. That's not a terrible trade. We still got like 2 years for the Dyson Sphere Stage 2 to finish.
Construction complete.
Anyways, yeah. So I mean, I like trying to pass on information like that. More so, like not just playing the game. People, you can learn stuff from watching other people play the game and all that jazz. I understand that, but I think it's more helpful for a lot of people if I also specifically talk about a particular subject that might be troubling people. Okay, so we got flash coolant. Let's get focusing arrays, and now we did assembly algorithms. Let's get matter compression 10.
Construction complete.
Beautiful. What do we got next? Okay, so that mining network is done. That's not going to be the last pop, though, before we can upgrade the thingamajigger. Let's upgrade this one and try to make sure that the next pop that's growing on it is on this tile, because it's going to get bonuses from the two adjacent tiles, the mineral silo and the planetary capital. So we want to have it getting those adjacency bonuses. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was going to have the... Oh, no. So I'm sorry. That's the wrong... I'm thinking of Cyberx Gotta Get Damn Gems. I was... having a brain fart. I was being old. Jeez, it's only 20 after 4, and I'm so pooched. Yeah, I hate to do it, but I think today's just going to be a usual kind of two-hour stream. So about another 45 minutes, and then I'll call it off. Which is fine, because it'll be a lot faster for this to render on the computer. Rendering those 4-hour-long streams takes like 8 hours sometimes. Most of the time, actually. Anywhere between 6 to 8 hours. So it's a while before I have them ready, even ready to upload. You know what? This guy needs to be here.
Construction complete.
Alright, what do we got? Cyberx Gulag, so let's upgrade that mining network. I gotta say, I'm very surprised that this one planet strategy went as well as it did, because I don't necessarily condone playing aggressive like we did. However, it was kind of necessary in order to get the extra oomph of goodies that we really needed. So that worked out pretty fantastic, actually. But usually when you're going to war with people and it's like early in the game, that's an immediate death sentence. So yeah, I think it partially paid off because it was actually a fair bit later in the game than I am making it out to be. I mean, how many years in the game were we before we got our first tributary? Like 80? By that point, we're already outpacing people in technologies, because we'll have certain things unlocked that other empires might not have, like battleships, like XL weapons, like you know, it's possible you could have megastructures by that point. Very unlikely, but possible. What else? You know, just all the big components for powerful ships like hyper shields and all that jazz. Look at our mineral output. At the beginning of the last, what we got here? One builder was unable to build a research station in Duraskadon. But you just said now it's outside our borders. What? What? This is making no sense. Whatever. I have a feeling I could get rid of this frontier outpost up here. Yeah, we're not getting much from it. 2 points of science and engineering and 7 points in physics. I'm a little adamant to give that up, but you know what? We're really not getting that much from it. So let's get rid of it. There we go. It'll give us back a little bit more influence generation. Not that we're terribly worried about that. Taxed subjects, giving us 243 minerals per month and 519 energy per month. Holy crap. Let's talk to Zero Core. Here you go. Unreal. Pistol Pete 187 is online. Geez, a single battleship has about 2,000 fleet power now. Unreal. Okay, so we have not many ships. I'm thinking I might want to consider taking out the Fallen Empires. Like, start gearing up for it, you know? Okay, yeah, let's do that. So first things first, let's build one more battleship each, one more cruiser each, one more destroyer each, and then just a bunch of corvettes. We'll have about 20 corvettes. Oh my gosh! Good thing I have cruiser and battleship shipyards. Oh shoot! Okay, we don't want too much growth going on now. We're gonna have to start building up our synthetic pops now. So we'll stick you on that one for the Paradise Dome. Actually, no, we'll switch these around. This guy, Paradise Dome. Oops, no. God, you're an idiot, Moby. And then you on Mineral Processing Plant. Okay, so we're going to want to update... 123 days for planetary administration. That's pretty quick. Okay, and then from there, we'll just build synthetic pops wherever. Just fill in these tiles. Oop, not that one. And just so that I don't... How much for a basic science lab? 72 days. No, that's too long. I'll worry about that later. It'll take a bit longer for the homeworld to have all its ships built up because we don't have destroyer or corvette assembly yards on it, but it's not a huge deal. 28 days for a corvette, 56 for a destroyer, so that's roughly 11 days. Yeah, only about 30-something days, and it'll take time for the ships constructed in Cybrex Alpha to regroup with the one fleet. And even with all this going on, we still have...
Construction
we're just shy now. So let's go to our contacts. We'll trade for some more minerals. I thought we had a few months left before we were going to be able to build the next section of the Dyson Sphere. Okay, so that is upgraded. Let's get the Heritage Site, please and thank you. What next? We need the Mineral Processing Plant. Yes, please. And the Paradise Dome. And then I'll just queue up basic science labs on these 3 tiles. More as a mental reminder that I don't want to mess with them. And then we'll start going on some mines for our robots. So I probably just dumped about a month's worth of minerals into buildings on that world, but that's fine. We'll get those back in 4 months. Or sorry, we'll have enough for the next section of the Dyson Sphere in 4 months, I should say. Anyways, the whole reason that we're building this up is we're actually going to have fleets that kind of rival these fallen empires, which is what we want. Their space stations, I keep forgetting about their... well, by space stations, I mean their military stations. I wonder if those will be a problem. Probably not. There we go. Next section of the Dyson Sphere coming up. I think after that Dyson Sphere, it's time for another Science Nexus. Just to maintain most of our repeatables coming in every, less than 30 years.
Research complete.
Kind of, sorta. And then after that, probably just another Dyson Sphere. All right, let's get Flash Coolant. And Sentient Resource Management 10 is done. So what should we get next? I don't know. We don't need to worry about leader lifespan for too much longer because we're going to synthetically ascend, especially once we take out the spiritualist Fallen Empire. And... We'll just do proclamation broadcasts. Don't need transgenic crops either, and I don't care about getting more sectors available because screw you, sectors. Nobody likes sectors anyways, right? Right. I'll admit I am mildly surprised that we haven't had one of these empires awaken yet because we broke the 40,000 power threshold, which is kind of a requirement. One of the, sometimes there's several kind of requirements, or I should say modifiers, that increase the likelihood of a fallen empire awakening, and one of them is having one of the regular empires within the galaxy hitting 40,000 fleet power.
Construction complete.
The Jomar Kingdom. Why are you so disloyal? This relative power of subjects is off the scales. But still, most people like us, which is good. That's what we want. Not these guys, because they smell funny.
Construction complete.
How about the Alvothari? Beautiful. I do not need to guarantee independence. It is a scary thought sometime down the road when the crisis shows up and we start getting a little bit decimated. That's when all of our empires are like, they're weak, we can revolt. That would really suck. Oh yeah, you know what the other thing we can do is take a look at these giant size... Where were they? There were 2 planets that we were thinking about, or I should say I was thinking about. Here they are. Turn them into Gaia worlds, right? Right. Let's take a look, see how much to do that. 3,400 energy. I will do that. And this one. Another size 25 tile world. Let's turn this into a Gaia world. Look at that. That's like having half a ring world right there. 2 size 25 Gaia worlds that we just terraform. Because why not? Yep, that's about half a ring world. Nothing but the best for our guys. For our bots. Our robots.
Research complete.
Matter compression 10, beautiful. Let's get hull integrity 14. Not really worried about assembly algorithms. I would like gravitational analysis to show up some more. Haven't seen it in a bit. Reducing the cost of the buildings would be pretty sweet. What do we got? We traded monthly neutronium, or they traded nothing. Did I do it again? I did it again. Oh, I know what happened. I meant to build a science lab, a basic science lab, and I queued up a synth by accident because I was on autopilot and mashing the A button. Durr. Nobody accused me of being smart. This is part of the reason I don't really like playing when I'm poached, because I just make stupid mistakes. That's okay. Let's take a look-see here. Biolab there. Engineering facility there. Absolutely. And then we'll upgrade this to a physics lab. Alright, we've hit the 1 hour 30-minute mark. So those of you who have dropped by on the live stream and are new, my name is Mobius Y. This is Stellaris Console Edition. If you also play Stellaris Console Edition, feel free to check me out on YouTube. I'm pretty easy to find. Search Mobius Y. It's in my channel name. It should come up pretty easily. But you can also check out my other videos. I have a bunch of links in those videos. My Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me and also pay attention to things about stream cancellations or various other news. You'll also find a link to our Discord channel, where there's about 50 or 60 of us, just people dropping in. Mostly people who came in from my Stellaris Console Edition content. So whether you're on Xbox or PS4, you can join the Discord channel, talk with other players, set up multiplayer games, because we have members from both consoles on there. So come on in. There's, you know, not a heck of a lot of discussion goes on a day-to-day basis. I can tell you that right now. Which is okay, but you know, any questions and whatnot, you can ask them, and you can always check if anybody wants to play a game. Because purging Xenos is more fun with a friend, right? Okay, so our fleet's kind of sort of ready, I suppose I could say. I need this guy assisting research because we have some science labs now, and that'll increase happiness. Now, the spaceport, you can get some upgrades, baby. There we go. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now. You know what else I'm going to actually do? I'm going to build 4 more battleships. There. Just to bolster those numbers a little bit more, we'll have 22 battleships to engage the Fallen Empire with, because their fleet's going to only be about 20 battle cruisers and 40 escorts, I think. So we don't want to be... Like, we have a bit of a numbers advantage on them now. Or we will. 22 battleships, 16 cruisers. You're looking at 38 ships there, plus another 14, so 52. So about 72 ships. So we'll, at least if my head math is correct, hopefully we'll outnumber them a little bit. You know, not a great deal, but a little bit. I expect our corvettes will get totally annihilated, but if they do the job of hitting enemies with their torpedoes and stripping their shields, that will be fantastic. Because then everything else can just poop all over them with the anti-armor weapons.
Complete.
Namely plasma cannons. Alright, let's upgrade this mineral silo, because the next 2 robot pops that grow on this world are for the processing plant and the Paradise Dome. And they're going to take a while. The Decker King is online. 14 months for completing Supremacy. We'll get a plus 15% bonus to our fire rate, which is fantastic. Just give us, make our fleet a little bit stronger for taking on the Fallen Empire. And of course, in doing that, we will also take... I don't really see what else to do. I do want us to get synthetic evolution, so we need to leave one ascension perk free for that. So we can't get Circle of Life because we need Voidborn. So that our last, if we were going to take Circle of Life so we could build our own ring worlds, I would need to get Voidborn and then get Circle of Life, and that would be our last 2 Ascension perks. So that's a big no-no. I'm going to get Galactic Contender instead, because honestly, the only other one that I'm even considering besides that is World Shaper, to increase the terraforming speed so that it takes half as long. But we're not really terraforming anything aside from those 2 25-tile worlds that I already pointed out earlier. There's really no other worlds that I'm going to terraform too much. I mean, this Galactic Contender has a limited use. Once we take out these Fallen Empires, it's going to be a semi-useless Ascension perk. Oh geez, I have been lacking, haven't I? Let's see, where should we put these guys? We'll just leave them where they are. Mining network and mining network. Now, where's the next pop that's growing? That's what I want to know. I hope it's on this tile. Well, it is now. There we go. All right, let's get a mining network on there, too. A leader has gained a level. Oh, boy. So we're going to take out the Spiritualist Fallen Empire first, because when we take the Synthetic Evolution, they will dislike that a lot. Even though we're not going to take it right away here. But I don't want them to be a threat for us anymore. I wonder if we need more armies, though. Let's play it safe and get 4 more assault armies. And you know what? While we're waiting for those... Oh, you know what? Why didn't I do this earlier? Activate. Well, that didn't do very much, but it's a bonus nonetheless. I'll take it. Let's get... well, each cruiser is about the same amount of time it takes for a single army to thing. So let's do 2 more cruisers, a destroyer, and a corvette. Do the same for these places. Because our cruisers, if you've forgotten, our cruisers are decked to the tits with neutron torpedoes. So our corvettes and our cruisers have a habit of closing the distance, getting in close, so they should be able to get in there, just blow their whole loads of neutron torpedoes all over the Fallen Empire's faces and take out a whole bunch of shielding. And that'll just set them up for our battleships to knock them down with the Tachyon lances. This would be a really bad time for one of these empires to awaken on us, though. Because then it'd be like, boom, they got a whole bunch of fleets that we're just not ready to deal with yet. No! Flash coolant. Again. Okay, so we're going to upgrade this one, and this one, and this one. Let's take a look. Cybrex Mines. Upgrade a mining network. I've been slacking. Look at all these robots that are not on a mining network. What is wrong with me? I'm going to upgrade this one to a mining network 4 first. I should just fill in the rest of the tiles with mining networks. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, here we go. New tradition. Hey, take a look at our current fleet power too. 87.6 right now. Let's see if it jumps up when we get a fire rate bonus. 91.7. Yeah, see, out of all the options we have, the only ones that I'd even bother with is World Shaper, and that one's kind of iffy because there aren't really any decent planets that are in our borders. worth terraforming and colonizing. So I'm going to take Galactic Contender. Increased damage to Fallen and Awakened Empires. That way, if one of these dinglings does awaken before we're really ready for them. Ah, well, you know. Okay, where
complete.
is our armies? There we go.
Construction
Let's land
complete.
these armies too and see if there's a better attachment to give them for more damage. Okay, so we'll do that now. We need mining networks up the yin-yang. So I'm just going to fill in... Oops, you know what? We're going to do this. Infrastructure projects. Yeah, boy. Leave no robot unemployed. Okay, I need to close that one. Now the next one, Cybrex Gulag. How are we doing here? I think we're okay here for the time being. Mosh Pit. 11 pops. Ugh. There we go. Alright, let's do infrastructure projects here as well. Upgrade this. And we'll just let that ride out a little bit. 9 pops, so the next finished robot we should be able to upgrade to a planetary capital. Okay, we're getting there. Don't know if we'll hit that point in the next 20 minutes before I sign off for the evening, but we'll see. I really should put more Corvettes in this fleet, honestly, because most Fallen Empire setups are not so great against the smaller ships.
Construction complete.
You'll often see them with like kinetic artillery and of course their XL weapons and stuff like that.
Research
Large
complete.
plasma cannons, blah blah blah. Proclamation broadcasts.
Construction complete.
Alright, what do we got now? Let's do aggressive conditioning. Increase our army damage a little bit more.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Oh, dang it. This one. There we go. Alright, so what do these guys have? They have hunter-killer drone swarms. Is there something else we can put on? Yeah, there is. We could do this one. Commissar squads. Increase morale. No. Clone commandos. Yes, for that 25% damage bonus. Let's remove that one. Gotta do this 16 times. Then I gotta add clone commandos 20 times. So this is only a 10% damage bonus by changing them to the clone commandos attachment. But you know what? I'll take every ounce of extra damage I can get. I'm all for it. I want their armies
Incoming transmission.
to not hold up because they're all dead. Give me a second there, AI Empire. I've got stuff to do. Oop, no. That's it. Okay, we got them all. Cool. Let's go to combat. Embark all of our armies. Beautiful.
Construction complete.
Just gonna have to wait for all of our ships to regroup with the one fleet. What do we got here? You want to give us Zro for neutronium ore? Sure. I don't see why not. Okay, there we go. Cybrex Mosh Pit. We now have the planetary planetary capital. Excuse me. Let's get the. Did we do infrastructure projects? Yes. Let's get the Hypercoms Forum and then the Mineral Processing Plant Grade 2. And that will leave us... Let's move this guy up here. Why do I not have a grown pump on that tile yet? Idiotic. Idiotic I can be. Okay. Now let's upgrade these tiles. Upgrade these mining networks. Beautiful. Oh, this guy doesn't have one. That's not good. Well, we'll deal with him in a bit. Alright, 15 minutes. Now, just imagine if we had none of these tributaries yet. Our economy would be way worse. Probably about 30%, because out of the 629 minerals we're getting, 217 are from our tax subjects. And it's kind of a similar story with our energy. 502 is from our taxed subjects. We're only generating 523 right now. So yeah, pretty ridiculous. But still, if you had a really top-notch economy and you were still able to build a whole bunch of ships like we are now, even without all these tributaries, it'd be pretty interesting. Just, you know, going ham on everybody all of a sudden. Let's move them down there. Actually, no, you know what? Maybe we'll get better sensor readings up here. That's what we want, I think. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so we're about to fill up on energy again, so let's fix that. There we go. As soon as we undocked the fleet, we lost a pretty decent chunk of our monthly gains. Let's have a look. See, okay. You know what? Something that we haven't checked out is, wow, inferior fleet power, equivalent technology level, and naval capacity. How about these other guys? Same story. Inferior fleet power. We're not even 200 years in, and overall, the Fallen Empires are considered equivalent. However, they have inferior fleet power. Remember that. This is why the one planet strategy is effective, because we got a lot of technologies rolling in that's just making our ships, making our armies really freaking strong really quickly. Oh yeah, this is going to be a long-ass time for these to terraform. 14,000 days or something ridiculous is what it said, wasn't it? Yeah, 13,000. I would need to... I gotta go calculate that sometime.
Construction complete.
Probably right when we get off stream here, I'll just go calculate that. How many years, or months, or days is 13,000? I don't know. I'm not figuring that out in my head right now. F that. Well, let's see here. It's about 360 for a full year. So 720, 1080 for 3 years. So we'll say, just for ease of calculations, we'll say 1,000 is 3 years. So 13,000 times 3, you're looking at 39 years. Nearly 40 years just to terraform these worlds into Gaia planets so that we can colonize them later. By which point the endgame crisis might show up. Okay. Do we have a leader with architectural interest? Yes, we do. Look at this. We got 2 synthetic leaders with architectural interest. I like it. We're just going to keep the 1. Now let's check this out. 47 days to build a mining network 2, and it'll only cost 13.5 minerals. Alright, let's upgrade the highest ones first. There we go. There. And then that will be it for Cybrex Mines. Fully built up.
complete.
Less than 4,754,000 days. What?
Construction
Clearly
complete.
something is off in my head calculations then. Let's see here. Let's get the mining network 4s up and running. And then we'll queue up a mining network on this tile. Why did I pause it?
Construction complete.
Because I'm not smart. I don't know. Mining network 1. Just a few. Yeah. 1,000 days is 3 years. Yeah, but what is 4 million days, Mr. Jeremy? Okay, our fleet is in position. So to finish things off for the evening, oh, I am nervous about this. I would much rather have a sentry array intact, but we'll get to that. We'll have a sentry array later. We're gonna take a big effing gamble here
Construction complete.
in just a second. Need our armies to group up with our military fleet. 13,000 times 365. Wait, what? No, it's not 13,000. It's not 13,000 years. It's 13,000 days. I was trying to calculate how many years that is. Here, planet terraform. It will become a Gaia world in 12,925, 24, 23, 22, 21 days.
Construction
So
complete.
that's how many days it's going to take. I know the days. I was just running some head calculations to try and figure out how long that would take, like in-game time in my head. You know what would be awesome though? 4,754,000 minerals every month. Okay, transport fleet has grouped up. Let's do this. Of Tyrian protectors. Here we go. This had better be good. Yeah? Really? Well, F you, pal. We're gonna just humiliate them. Can we seed planets? Yes, we can. Oh. So let's give... Oh, see, the thing is, if we got these planets ourselves, they're very productive because they have those font... No shit, we are not PC players. Because if we seed those planets, they'll add to our Unity and Science costs, but they're very productive because they have those Fallen Empire buildings on them. I'm going to be nice and give them away. War score 69. That's it. Oh, what? That's not what I wanted to do. Humiliate. You can have their homeworlds. Ooh, you get these 2 worlds. And you get these 2 worlds. Why can't... At least one of the selected demands is not proposable. Why? Whoop. You don't want the planets? Why not? Fine, you don't get any then. Nobody wants any of the planets now that I think about it. One empire. Yeah, let's just stick with the humiliate. Screw it.
We have declared war.
There we go. This could be either pretty awesome or pretty fucking disastrous. PC players can command code in anything they want. I did see you can hook up a keyboard and mouse and get into the command codes on Xbox. Oh, like the console commands? The cheat codes and stuff? That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Very well. Know that you are not the first upstarts to challenge us. We shall see how long you last. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, we've already won the game, so if we get stomped in this war, or the next one with the Lavis Vestige, I'm not gonna get... Ooh, here they come. Now, the ideal circumstances would be we put our fleet to jump right on top of their fleet, because I have had much more significant success with super close range combat as opposed to not super close range combat.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
What we got going on here? Mining network 2. So we'll see how the space battle plays out, and then I'm just going to call it an evening because I'm sleepy. They're just going to wait for us? All right. Go get him.
Situation log updated.
Eviscerated.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I forgot that these guys use swarmer missiles and the like. Okay. $18 minerals and 47 days to upgrade these mining networks. Pretty cool. There we go. And they're going to get the next outpost, which is good. That one's done. How about this one? Mining Network 3, done in 55 days. I'll look up the links and put them into the Discord. Okay, thanks, dude. I might not get to check it tonight, but I'll definitely look into it at the latest tomorrow during the day off. Interesting, they just decided to move their fleet in a defensive position.
Research complete.
That is perfectly fine. Flash coolant done. Let's get focusing arrays.
Construction complete.
Thankfully we haven't lost a ship yet. Okay, the next robot will be down here, so let's queue up that mining network. Alright, we need to take care of... Gotta get dem gems. Oops, hold on. 245 days for that. Let's cancel that. Infrastructure projects. That drops it down to 220 days. Beautiful. 125 minerals. That's a pretty cheap planetary capital. Alright, let's see. What do they got for armies here? Ooh, they got a bunch. But I think we can take them. Ooh, what just happened? Oh, here they are. Now we're talking. It's on. Transport fleet, though. You guys can leave. Don't get caught in the crossfire, please. Actually, maybe they should. Who cares? Boom, boom, boom.
Research complete.
Ah, these frickin' arc emitters. Those may be a problem. Okay, what do we got here? Research complete. Aggressive conditioning. Good. Let's do proclamation broadcasts. We've already lost a battle cruiser. Our corvettes are getting torn up, but that's okay. So long as they do their jobs, dump their torpedo loads. I've already lost a battleship. That's because of those focused arc emitters. Not a fan of them. They're quite dangerous. Come on. I think we got this. How is the automated dreadnought doing? Oh, it's taking a pretty hefty amount of damage. I know, I'm interrupting. Boo! Sorry. Yeah, we're good.
Situation log
Sweet.
updated.
Alright, well, we
Construction
soundly
complete.
trumped their fleet with our own. Need to check out those results. We still have 18 battleships, excuse me, 19 cruisers, 18 destroyers, and 18 corvettes. We actually did not suffer that many losses. Unbelievable. Alright, but that's going to be it for tonight. I've hit the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to go download this right away and prep it for uploading to YouTube. Thanks for those of you who came by to watch this live. And for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, like I said, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more Stellaris Console Edition content. Check out the links in the description below for my Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of, my Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me and pay attention to any news updates. And of course the Discord channel where you can talk with other Stellaris Console Edition players. And, you know, as always, if you liked the video, give it a like as well. Every little thing helps out. Yeah. Gonna let everybody go. Enjoy your New Year's parties. Hopefully you're having more fun than watching my garbage on Twitch. And this should be uploaded in public by New Year's. So next stream I think will be Friday. Perhaps. I might stream tomorrow just on a whim. I'm not gonna say that's definite, but this Friday, yeah, we'll be coming back to the One Planet strategy, or the One Planet game, I should say. Unless you guys want me to move on because we quote-unquote won this game already. But yeah, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Mobius signing off. Have a great evening.